Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about sales and we're going to give you guys some tips on how to sell as a personal trainer. You can't always expect your leads to come to you. We know this. So what we've done is created a hands-on guide that gives you step-by-step process on how to get your clients and prospects excited about the possibility of working with you before you even sit down with them, making that sales process significantly easier in terms of conversions. If you want to make a decent living off being a personal trainer, live comfortably, create opportunity for yourself within your business and outside of it, being good at sales is a key component to that. So that means closing at a high ratio, building greater value, which means you can sell at a higher price point. It means creating better buy-in with your clients, so the likelihood of them, or better buy-in with your prospects, so the likelihood of them opting in is significantly higher. All of these things lead to a greater amounts of income, and in a lot of cases you've streamlined this process efficiently, so it gives you back more time that you can use for just other things. It might be other things within your business, or it might be some things totally unrelated to your business that you still find fulfilling. So the first key component of sales is connecting with your prospects. So this can be done either face-to-face within your gym, or it can be done in the online space through direct messaging, maybe commenting on their posts and stuff, and just engaging with each other, forming some form of relationship, in regards to their training and their goals and their outcomes. So if we don't have initial contact, if this person doesn't know who you are, you haven't been speaking to them, they don't know anything about you, they don't know what you do, and the likelihood of them working with you is very, very slim at that point. So we need to kind of form some form of relationship with this person. They need to be able to identify you as a coach who gets whatever outcomes that you get. So this initial contact is super, super important. So generally, how we make initial contact in the gym is, something as simple as an introduction, saying hi to somebody, engaging in conversation about their training, talking about their goals, those kind of things, just asking if they're happy with the results that they're experiencing or what their workout is or something like that. But if you don't talk to this person, all they know is that you're just a coach who works at that gym. And it's the same in the online space. Like the online space is flooded with coaches. Having coach in your bio isn't good enough now. People are going to want to have a relationship with somebody before they kind of consume their products or even inquire about it. So just a simple introduction, even in the messenger, they follow you, just say hey, thanks for the message, how's training going at the moment, what are your goals, or something along those lines. Just formulating a relationship, engaging back and forth, so that person gets to know you, knows what you're about. And then, as the conversation flows on, you've got something to give them, to, maybe solve an issue that they presented in that conversation right now. And you're leading up to something where, maybe potentially booking a call and talking about their training specifically is starting to eventuate. But that's the best way to do it. And that's how we make initial contact. Now, if we're in the gym, a really good way to get busy really, really quick is using phone lists. The gym has, X amount of members. Some of those haven't been coming for a little bit. Some of those people are new to the gym that, maybe haven't had the opportunity to kind of work with a personal trainer to get them started. They're motivated, they're committed at the time, they're ready to go. So using the phone list is a really, really good way to, introduce yourself as someone who works at the facility that you operate out of. And then, obviously have a conversation with somebody who either needs your help because they've fallen off the wagon a little bit, or they've joined the gym and they're super committed to the goals that they have presented to, that they signed up for. So we have two opportunities here to help people, and using that phone list gives you endless amount of numbers of people who go to that facility. They're still signed up to the gym for a reason. They haven't canceled their membership because they still have goals that they want to hit. They either need to be brought back onto track because they've kind of lost their way a little bit, or they're super committed and keen, and you're just guiding that energy, putting it in the right direction. I know personal trainers are a little bit hesitant to work on the phone and stuff, but these people go to the business that you operate out of already. If you're walking the floor and talking to people, that's a really good opportunity to get leads. But we're not going to fill our book just with that alone. So we need to be on the phone and we need to be making appointments. And you've got all these different types of people who go to your gym that you can get phone lists for, to bring them in the gym and help them working towards the outcomes that they want. We spoke briefly just about walking the floor, and I think it's an important thing to introduce yourself to everybody that goes into the gym and have a conversation with people about their training. Just genuinely be interested in what's going on, and if you care about and caring about their results. It's something very simple that I use as a very successful method of getting myself busy. I didn't really pick up the phone that much. I still did. But I was very good at walking the floor, talking to people, asking about their training, giving them little tips on the workouts that they were currently doing, just asking if they were happy with the results that they were getting, and if they thought that they had any areas that they could improve on, or if they wanted even more accelerated results. So these conversations flowed on not just in a day, they flowed over a week or two or something like that. And it got to the point where, I'd have people ask about personal training, and I'd also, maybe just encourage people to sit down with me and do a consult and then go through the process of like offering what we could do for them for their goals. Then it was highly likely that that person signed on. So I definitely, filled my book up when I was a face-to-face trainer in the gym quite quickly. It's because I genuinely cared about people's results. And I wasn't afraid to engage in conversation about them. And I knew at some point, if I was talking to that person and they saw how I operated with other people, and I was picking up the phone, booking calls because I could get them in a little bit faster, that those people would come around at some point. So I had multiple avenues of leads coming in, which made me very busy very quickly. And I didn't really have to worry about my clients, my client book that much whilst I was a face-to-face personal trainer. So we've spoken about initial contacts. We've spoken about how to make initial contacts with people, talk about it, face-to-face in the gym, or use the phone list, or how to engage in the online space with people so they know who you are and they're aware of your service. They're aware of who you are as a person as well. Now we want to talk about booking appointments. Booking appointments is super important, and it's something that personal trainers still get wrong. We need to strike when the iron's hot. We need to do that when we're engaging with the client at the time, and we need to guide them to the point where we're making them take action. So what that means is if we're in the online space, it's like, hey, we should have a consult, click this link. It'll take you here. You'll set a booking. Just click the time that you want, and that'll do the rest for you. Or you could even do it for yourself. Just say, hey, can I just have your email address? Just going to make an invite on whatever app it is that you use to converse with your clients. It could be Zoom, something like that. You could use Calendly, Setmore, anything that's a scheduling app. And you make sure you're taking care of the scheduling for them. So you're like, I booked you in at this day at this time, and you're confirming that. If you're in the gym, it's the same concept. It's like strike while the iron's hot. Tell the person like, do you prefer morning or night? What time roughly? Okay, I've got 5:30 or 6:30. Give them the time, get them to choose two options, and just get them to commit there and then. Send them a reminder, tell them what it's going to be about, tell them what's involved and stuff so they know exactly what they're getting themselves into before they sit down with you. It makes the conversation very easy. Allows you to do less talking and ask more questions. Booking the appointment is super, super important. We need to make sure we do that promptly. So guys, concluding part one of this episode of sales, or of this series of sales where we talk about initial consults and booking the appointment in this specific video. Going to be talking about the other elements of sales in other videos. Just want to break this up for you guys. What we recommend now is starting to practically apply it. So think about like speaking to like 10 people, 10 prospects, for your business. So that can be face-to-face, so in your gym, walking the floor, picking up the phone, booking appointments, speaking to people about the goals that they want to achieve. Or it could be in the online space. So, just like getting in the DMs or engaging with people, 10 people and talking about their outcomes and stuff. And if you're a hybrid trainer, just do a 50-50 of in the gym and online. And start booking appointments with people. Let's start getting really good at engaging in initial contact with people and booking appointments. And then what we're going to do in the next video is talk about, what to do before and then during the consultation. Okay, so that's it for this video. Just a short one to introduce you guys to the process. We're going to be talking about more of the procedures in other videos. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Find us on Instagram at STC Fit Learning. Make sure you subscribe there too. And we'll see you guys for part two shortly.